Okay, good morning scholars, welcome back to the channel. This morning we're just going to quickly run through adding and subtracting common fractions. So these are fractions that they are not mixed numbers, so they don't have whole numbers in front. It's just a plain common fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So what we do for these fractions, the first thing we do is to find the lowest common multiple, the LCM, of the denominators. If you don't know how to find the LCM, you can check out the video that was done on that, how to find the lowest common multiple or the lowest common denominator, same thing. But basically what we're saying is we're trying to find the smallest number that the two denominators, or if it's 3 or 4, any number of denominators, the smallest number that they can divide into. Many times, one of the denominators is actually the LCM. Alright? So for example here, 2 can go into 10 and 10 can go into itself, so 10 would be the LCM. Here's another example, 8 can go into 16, but it's not always the case. So you really need to think, and this is where knowing your times table comes in very, very handy. You really need to think of the smallest number, the lowest number that they both, or the 3 of them or 4 of them, can divide exactly into. So we have 5, we have 10. Since they both can go into 10, 10 is the LCM, so we're going to draw a line and put the LCM here, yes?
What is the LCM?
The lowest common multiple, that's the smallest number that the two denominators can go into. So you can check the video that was done on how to find the LCM. So really we're thinking about the smallest number that they both can divide. So since 5 can go into 10, and 10 can also go into itself, so 10 is the LCM, or the LCD, least common denominator, the same thing. So we're going to say 5 goes into 10 2 times, and we're going to multiply the numerator by the 2. 1 times 2, that's 2. 10 goes into 10 1 time. 6 times 1 is 6. So we end up now with 2 plus 6, 8 over 10, which is not in its simplest form. It can be reduced. So we can use 2 to reduce the fraction. We can divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 10 5 times. So our final answer is 4/5. 4/5 is the final answer. Here we have 8 over 12 plus 4/5. So what's the smallest number that 12 can go into it and 5 can also go into it? If you know your times table, and remember you must practice your times table every day so you know it, the LCM of 12 and 5 will be 60. That's the smallest number that 12 can go into it and 5 can also go into it. So now we're going to divide the 60 by the 12. 12 goes into 65 times. 8 5s are 40. 5 goes into 60 12 times. 4 12s are 48. So now we add 40 plus 48 and we get 88 over 60, which we can use 4 to reduce. So 4 into 88 goes 22. 4 into 60 goes 15. And 15 goes into 22 1 time, remainder 7 over 15. Alright, 1 and 7 over 15. So we have 18 and 9. Since they both can go into 18, 18 can go into itself, 9 can go into 18. So the 18 is the LCM. 18 goes into itself once, and 9 times 1, that's 9. 9 goes into 18 two times. 6 2s are 12. 9 plus 12, that's 21 over 18, which can be reduced. 3 into 21, 7. 3 into 18, 6. And that's an improper fraction, so we change it to a mixed number. 6 goes into 7 one time, remainder 1. Put it back over the 6. So we always try to leave our answers in the simplest form, change them back to mixed numbers, as well as looking to see if the fraction itself can be reduced to its simplest form. That's how we leave the answer. Here we have 2/3 plus 1/5. So 3 and 5, what's the smallest number that 3 and 5 can go into? That will be 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 2 5s are 10. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 1 times 3 is 3. And 10 plus 3, that's 13. Put it back over the 15. Now this is already in its lowest terms. It cannot be reduced. So this is our final answer. As I said to you before, 8 can go into 16. 16 can go into itself. So the LCM is 16. So whenever you have 2 or more numbers and the other 2 can go into the third one, or the second one can go into the bigger of the 2, that bigger one is more often than not the LCM. So 16 goes into itself once. 10 times 1, that's 10. And 8 goes into 16 two times. 2 times 2, that's 4. So we have 14 over 16. And this can be reduced by 2. 2 into 14, 7. 2 into 16, 8. So finally we have 7 eighths. 11 and 5, the LCM is 55. That's the smallest number they both can go into without leaving a remainder. 11 goes into 55 5 times. 3 5s, 15. 5 goes into 55 11 times. And 1 time 11, that's 11. 15 plus 11, that's 26. Put it back over the denominator. There's nothing that can reduce 26 and 55, and so it's in its simplest form, and that's our final answer. Here we have now some subtraction. They go by the same principle, the only difference is there's a subtraction sign. We still have to find the LCM, divide the denominator into the LCM, and multiply that number by the numerator. So the LCM of 8 and 7, that's 56. 8 goes into 56 7 times, and 7 times 7, 49. 7 goes into 56 8 times, and 1 time 8 is 8. Now 49, take away 8, that's 41 over 56. Even though those numbers look pretty big, the fraction is in its simplest form because it cannot be reduced any simpler. 41 is a prime number, and it cannot go into 56, and only itself and 1 can go into 41, so it cannot be reduced. 10/11 minus 3/4. So the smallest number that 11 and 4 can go into will be 44. 11 goes into 44 4 times. 10 fours are 40. 4 goes into 44 11 times. 3 11s, 33. 40 take away 33 leaves 7. And we put that back over the denominator of 44. So our final answer is 7 over 44. which cannot be simplified. 7 cannot go into 44. 7 is prime, so it cannot be reduced. 6 over 10 minus a half. 2 can go into 10, therefore 10 is the LCM. Remember, if you're given 2 denominators and the smaller can go into the bigger one is the LCM. 10 goes into itself once, 6 ones are 6. 2 goes into 10 5 times, 1 times 5 is 5. And 6 minus 5, that's 1. Put it back over 10. Which of course is in its simplest form. There's no way we can reduce this. That's as simple as it gets. Alright, so we have 3 to go. 5 and 8. Those are the denominators we're working with. What's the smallest number that 5 and 8 can go into? That would be 40. 5 goes into 48 times. 4 8s are 32. 8 goes into 45 times, and 3 5s are 15. 32 take away 15, I believe that's 17. And we put that over 40. Alright, 19 over 20 minus 2 over 5. 5 can go into 20, so the LCM is 20. 20 goes into itself once. 19 times 1 is 19. 5 goes into 24 times. 2 4 is 8. 19 take away 8, that's 11. Put it back over the denominator, so the answer is 11 over 20. And the last one, the LCM of 9 and 5, the smallest number that 9 and 5 can go into, that would be 45. 9 goes into 45 5 times. 4 5s, 20. 5 goes into 45 9 times. 1 times 9 is 9, and 20 take away 9 is 11 over 45, which cannot be reduced. So there we have done 12 problems, some addition, some subtraction of common fractions. So these were not mixed numbers, they were common fractions. So if you want to know how to add mixed numbers, how to subtract mixed numbers, multiply them, divide them, we have videos on each of those, how to do each of those, a separate video for each. So you can check the catalog and bring yourself up to speed. Also, you can look at how to find the LCM, how to change mixed numbers to improper fractions, how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers, and how to reduce simplified fractions. Because you need all of those skills when you're doing fractions. So there's a video for each one. If you have benefited from this video, just drop a comment to say thank you, miss, and please share the video so other students can benefit from the information. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and let me know if you need me to do a video on a particular topic if you don't see that topic in the catalog. So my scholars, take care. I'll see you in the next video.